Hello and welcome YouTube. I'm Freelancer and this is the Umayyad playthrough in Crusader Kings 2. Episode 13 I think it is. It's a new recording session for me, so yes, I recorded like 12 episodes in a row. I am crazy addicted to this game. Thought I'd have a look around at what's going on. Svipjod, good old Ragnar Lodbrok is doing all sorts of fun stuff up there. He's taken Denmark and looks like he's well on his way to becoming the king of Sweden. Possibly. I mean, he could just leave it as it is and lose it all when he's might not. He's only got the one son, but he's still young and he's got young concubines, so who knows. Ireland is still Ireland. You're never going to see a lot of change there. Lots of stuff shaking up in England. Oh, someone else has got a claim on... Oh wow, there is all sorts of stuff going down here. So hopefully there'll be some shake-ups with Mercia and... I don't know, something might happen. Lombards have a revolt. The Abbasids have a revolt, which is interesting. Oh, it's a war against the tyranny. It's not gonna... Nothing interesting is gonna happen there. And India is a lot more stable than it is than when I play it. Normally by 8.13 and this start... oh wow, blind old man. Normally by this start there's been some rather interesting shake-up. Oh, okay, no, they've split. They have split. And gone through two kings quite quickly. Was it Gavelkind probably finally got the best of them? Yeah, it looks like Gavelkind finally got the best of them. But yeah, I think that's happening. A really large Khanate here. So these guys have just blown out of proportion, although that might change because of what is it? I'm pretty sure I've set nomad stability to off, so these guys all have a chance to break free when he dies. And if I could plot to kill him, I'd do it just to show you how it happens. Ah well. Down here, Africa is still a thing. I could declare like little conquests, but that's gonna take forever. It really is. Some raiders here. That's my retinue. Yeah, that is just my retinue. I'm still waiting for France to fracture. Between these three sons, something interesting should happen. Like the kingdoms will get split and fun times. That's alright. A time of peace is an okay thing. I'm still waiting on a son, but that's okay. I'm young and I've only been ruling for a couple of years. And now that I've got the three wives, now that I've got all the wives, Sultan of Leon. Now that I've got all the wives I'm after, look at that, the Sultan of Leon. Water revoked Soria. Oh, okay, that guy. Alright. The kingdom's looking pretty good. I've got I've got Andalusia here with all the right vassals, sort of. This guy's just an emir of Navarre, and Navarre's a tiny little kingdom. Like, Navarre is pretty much just the emirate, so there's no point forming it. It's just going to cause problems later on down the line. I can't quite form Gascony yet. This guy has still got... Yeah, this guy's still got the emirate. But... Wait, the chiefdom of Bordeaux? What the hell happened there? And he's the... Oh lord, that's messy. Alemannia and Alsace are still having their problems, and who are you? Oh, you're part of Alsace. And why isn't it not showing that? I'm confused. But Alemannia has still got problems as well. Oh. Svipjod have taken Ghent. Yeah, okay. Stuff's happening. I'm just sitting at a bit of peace for a while, let my vassals start to like me again. Okay, you want to be first wife. Okay, what are your skills? Yes, you would make a perfect first wife. Raise all my state values. Because you get half of your wife's abilities, plus like your counselors as your state. So, having the better wife would be my half-brother, who is strong. Tell you what, I will use you for opinion. You are good for opinion. This guy from Badajoz. So the idea hopefully is to... I want to keep decadence down. Decadence pretty much, if it gets too high, Muslims start hating you, you suffer problems with income and morale, and eventually a giant death stack just lands on you and takes your kingdom or your empire from you. So I want to avoid that if I can. I do love this music though. This is Saladin arrives at Jerusalem. This is a fantastic song. Anyway, where was I? I could declare a war for this guy, but he's just going to form one of those death stacks, and it'd just be a lot easier if I wait until he... I can't plot to kill him. Mali has formed, although they're Sunni, so I should be able to just do some conquest wars on here too. He's not going to have much of an army. This is all stuff that I was considering last time I was recording, wasn't it? Oh, I'm not doing too well with this, am I? He is married to my half-sister, though. That's okay, we don't have a... No, my aunt, so that's not a... By conquest Bourdain. It's one of his territories directly, which is always a good thing to try and take. I do like how he's formed a nice core here. Of course, his... Yeah, like his dad, or his grandfather. His grandfather is still... Well, it was West African. So... It's interesting that they became Sunni. Like, was one of these guys attacking them? I don't know. hospital in Kotuba. I should probably build that up a little bit. Diseases, if you watch the Ireland playthrough and how badly I got just completely wiped out by a couple of diseases all in a row, getting some resistance to disease up in this province might be a good idea to do as well. Anyway, let's actually start playing properly. Hey, I'm not going to hold a tournament. I need more piety. Oh, that's why I can't do any of these conquests. I don't have the piety for it. I could take France, probably. I mean, they've just lost... the Emirate of Aragon. Okay. Wait, what? Okay, has just usurped the Sheikdom of Castellon. Okay. That's not very nice, man. Yeah, okay, so he's trying to gain a little bit more power for himself. I could make him stop it. In fact, I might do that actually. I might just revoke both of his duchies and... even better. You perform charity. Let's get the military up. Let's get... you guys are all insignificant, or, you know, in much too much of a bad space. You two are both insignificant. I'm gonna dismiss you and then raise you up here. So when you press the button, the vassals raise at their capital, but you can raise them anywhere inside their territory. So this guy owns, like, all of this. So if I was attacking this guy, I could raise them over here, or if I could raise them up higher. I'll raise your army here, so they're not insignificant. Okay. You got 2,000, I've got 12,000. Congratulations, you're gonna die. Wait, you're my... did I just... oh lord, this game is silly sometimes. So he was my court chaplain. And he wasn't a bad court chaplain actually. So before he declared a revolt, he's made sure that I've increased in piety. Okay. Oh lord, the game's lagging a little bit. My wife Fatima is pregnant. Oh yeah, I remember. My father died very suddenly and I didn't want him to... I hadn't wanted him to. So I ended up with stupid hair-lit boy instead of... what is it? Nice, strong 6-year-old here. That's right, I was gonna conquer... I was conquering some of this at the time and just gonna give it to that son to ensure the succession. Well. Fortunes of war. Not war, game. Anyway. You. Wife of my mother wants to kill my heir. You know what? I'm okay with that. Less brothers is a... hey, I got a son. Court guy saved my child. Become a paragon of virtue. Okay, you new person. Do you like me? He liked me enough. Hey, that's rare. Like, rather than just getting a good treatment or like a little bonus to health to get him through to about 5 or 6 when sickly just wears off on its own, he's just lost it straight away, which is good. A good thing. My son will live. See. That's the one that needs to be killed. Okay. So, what is it? I want to make sure that just none of my relatives are involved in... Because the guy I played first, Sultan... Yeah, this Sultan, Abdul Rahman. Because he set one of his sons up as an emir in Seville. Okay, so it's just this guy and I'm his heir anyway. Okay. Pretty much I want to make sure that none of my relatives are going to be holding land, because if none of them hold land, they're just a lot easier to deal with. So. Salt your stuff. So this really is ideal, like the fact that he's done this, because it means I get to imprison him, and I can freely revoke like his sheikdom. Revoke that, and revoke that. You are now a stupid wali sitting in the middle of nowhere. You're going to have someone else over you. Slot 0 is men. You hold a claim to La Mancha, so no. Sheikdom of Saraquaza. Okay, now you are going to be upset because you want these 3. He's the Emir of Barcelona. The Emir of Barcelona needs these 3 territories. And I'm perfectly fine with that. That's one of the reasons I was doing this. Tarusha. And see, now he loves me. You are going to be upset about the fact that Aragon. Who here likes me the most? This guy probably, because he's... You're not going to like me because your parents... That was your parent. You know what? I'm going to transfer vassalage of you. What do you shake off? Albasaran. And then grant you the Emirate of Aragon. And I'm going to destroy the Emirate of Zaragoza. It's titular. No one's actually going to care too much. It'll just cost me a little bit of prestige. There we go. That little bit of nastiness is now resolved. Valencia's got a little bit more power than they should, but hopefully this guy will just die. He's gonna hate me though. I'm just gonna throw him in the oubliette. Between the health issue from stress and in the oubliette, He's just gonna... He should die before anything else happens. And I need some new peoples. Why is he Emir of Seville? Oh, no, he's not imprisoned by me. Where is the Emir of Seville? Can I ransom him from you? No. I still have no idea how that happened, but... Commander of Seville... Oh, it's one of his siblings, okay. Tell you what though, he's just gonna die in prison. I don't think there's actually anything gonna happen for him. Don't need the titular kingdoms of anything. I definitely don't need Navarra. Although if he wants to create the Kingdom of Navarra, he is more than welcome to. So, vassals can create titles on their own, as long as they don't equal your top title. So he couldn't create an empire tier title on his own, but he could definitely just create the Kingdom of Navarra. He controls all the territory, it's well within his rights if he wants to call himself a king. I just won't create it for him because that's a stupid decision. I still need more piety. I'm already a Hajjaj. I'm pronouncing that totally wrong and I'm terribly, terribly sorry to anyone who might be offended by that, but that's not a culture I'm part of, so... Hey, the Caliph. I thought the Caliphate had been destroyed. Yeah, it had, and then this guy created it. Okay. Okay. Fair enough. I have no idea why it was just... Oh, because he was installed by faction demand. Yep. No, that makes total sense. My half-brother needs guardian. He will be good for opinion. And I want the Sultan of Mauritania to like me. Okay, I have enough piety now to go on a conquest war. Ideally, I'd like to create the Duchy of Timbuktu. So I will probably conquest... Just make sure that he's definitely not going to accept vassalization. No, he's not going to accept my offer. I could holy war him if I get this territory here. But on the other hand, do I really want Songhai? Or do I really want to deal with the West African issues I had getting these two? Because that was painful. I will, however, declare a conquest. Conquest at Timbuktu sounds good. I'll be able to usurp the... I'll be able to create the emirate then. Or the duchy then. And looks like his only title is the Emirate of Ghana, so... Which is interesting. Huh. Oh no, he's got an emir in Mali. Okay. Who, because the king holds those two titles, doesn't have much land. Okay, anyway. Yeah, I'll be able to attack him. He's not going to be able to raise up that stupid tribal army. Going to lose a bit of piety as I do this. Unfortunately, I don't have any good piety giving traits, but that's the way it goes. Conquest of Timbuktu. I could declare a holy war for Ghana, but I'm not going to. Raise your army. No, I'm not going to raise your army. You guys provide me with no levy. You guys have no levy. Okay. Let's just raise up the troops. Rally there. Emir has usurped the secret treatment of Caceres. Tell you what, it's in your duchy. You're well within your rights. I probably would. Oh, hang on, am I on medium crown authority? Yes, I am. They can't fight each other anyway, even if they wanted to. Okay. Never mind me. If I was on low crown authority, I'd be preferring it if this guy went to war over Alcantara, and this guy went to war over Matola here. Just make the borders nice. Like, nice looking borders look so pretty. Like, the same way that I'd expect this guy to go to war over, I don't know, this territory in Portugal. I'm not going to try and pronounce that. Anyway, let's go south. We're going to attack the people of Mali with our 14,000 men. It's son of Afarid. Huh. That's interesting. Oh, your sibling was the previous holder. Okay. Fair enough. Alright, let me know how it works out. I'm not really fussed about like people fighting each other. Like, I can't change succession laws even if I wanted to. And that's kind of the thing with realms like this. Like, they're gonna go to war. Like, I'm preventing them from going to war directly. So, oh, my court chaplain died. Natural death, born age 56, and this 13-year-old is on the throne. Who is your guardian boy? Let me educate you. You and your chest pains. Open council positions. You know what, Barcelona, you are now my court imam. As you should, boy. As you should. Gostan the Wise? Of Bulgarian revolters forced him into concubinage. Oh, that's unfortunate. So, as you remember, my sister married the king of Bulgaria, who is, for some reason, is Sunni. So, now he's got a revolt on his hands. He's captured my sister and just forced himself on her. That's how concubinage works in tribal societies. Because he is a bit of a jerk. Arrange a marriage. New Sultan of Africa. Want to marry just a random Sultan Hassan the Butcher. I suppose that makes sense. Caliph Iran has died? Wait, what? I'm confused now. Unless you were the Shia Caliph. No, you weren't the Shia Caliph. You're not Shia. Do we have Shia somewhere? We've got a Badi. No, okay. No, it doesn't look like we do have Shias anyway. Tell you what though, the Abbasids are actually crushing Abyssinia down here. And the Jews are expanding. That's interesting. And the Simeon Holy War for Gojam. Oh, you're attacking Abyssinia. Okay. Well, good luck with that. Okay. That's right, you run away. Okay, these can support 20k because they're not owned by a... West African Uprising. Yeah, take care of your revolts for you too. Disable hint. I don't know why these hints just keep coming up for no reason. Why do I care about this? He's not of special interest. My half-brother's still of special interest because I wanted to know when he came of age. But... Thank you. My retinue's still up. I lost my Grand Vizier. You will do. I have the Sheikdom of Timbuktu now. Search realm. Tell you what, I'll give it to this genius. This genius here. Now I'm going to create the duchy. And also give it to this genius. Because Timbuktu is the duchy capital, so... Also, I like that genius. More technology. Yeah, I got more economy tech. Gonna increase town infrastructure. Yeah, let's become friends with this random woman. Sounds good. Commander of Hispania. Still waiting for France to fracture. Why don't you like me? You're envious. Sorry, we've only got one faction at the moment, which is Lower Crown Authority. But I don't want a Lower Crown Authority. Crown Authority is where it should be. I can revoke infidel titles, which means if I ever get enough piety, I might just do the straight up invasion CBs. Oh wow. You've lost an iron possessed. Well done, little prince. Yeah, so if France ever does fracture, I'll just grab the new French guy and declare a... If I've got the piety, declare a invasion of Aquitaine, which will let me take all of that. And then give it to, I don't know, this guy here, probably, because it's de jure Aquitaine. It's interesting that none of this has been incorporated de jure yet. Oh well. It's still just you wanting to kill my little brother. Don't know why you're having such trouble. Kill my uncle. Yeah, I'll join that plot. Kill my kinsman. I'll join that plot. I could end up with Kinslayer from this, but... Kill my little brother. My uncle wants in on that. And I'm not going to join that plot. Who do I have in prison that I could ransom? Yeah, no, you were staying here forever. He's been here since he was 5. Poor old Glib, he's going crazy in the oublet. I was remiss not to invite you in the first place. The AI is a little bit funny with this. Like it looks at the same things when choosing to invite people to plots that revoke the Sheikdom of Sebta. Oh yeah, I will take that plot. This guy's gonna die in the dungeon anyway. Is not a prisoner. I could revoke the Gelid Emirate. I mean, his heir is his brother. And I could just straight up give it to, I don't know, this guy here in Niebla. I mean, he's trying to fabricate a claim on it anyway. Kill him. Kill the guy? Oh, he's your rival. Yep. Makes sense. Makes sense. Okay, I'll just quit that then. You guys are just never happy, are you? Why don't you like me? Ictotax, ambitious, envious. Okay. Why don't you like me? Heretic. I'm not the heretic, you're the heretic. Just fix that right up. There we go. All these people just becoming... I do need to start just converting more of this as well, but... Ah, well. I actually haven't picked a thing yet. My strongest vassals, are they anything in particular? He's an Ashari. Actually, that might be a better option to just pick anyway. Because piety is good. Yeah, it doesn't look like I've got Toledo, but Toledo should be easy to manage. You want to fabricate a claim on the Emirate of Barcelona. Why would I want to do that? Oh, because I hate him. Okay. No, he's my court imam. He loves me. I don't want to... Oh, he's a diligent boy. Isn't he fantastic? He's gonna love me because I'm his mentor, which is why I'm doing this. New commanders. Yep. My steward's got some ideas. Let's go with them. Plot power increase. Algeciras, Camp Fever, really? Which means I could just kill... Why do I want to kill you? Like, I can understand wanting to kill some of these people because I'm their heir, but honestly, you've got no money that I'd inherit, you've got nothing. Why do I want to kill you? See, all the Empress is dead. No one likes Fatima. I don't like Fatima. All these things I can't plot to do. Ah, well. Well, I'd rather my feudal vassals like me a little bit better. Because that'll bump up the Emir of Mercia. At least for the next year. And the frame rate's really chugging for some reason. Emperor Ibrahim the Usurper. He got it just to die. Poor thing. Yep, so he's no longer the Emir of... He's no longer the Emir of Valencia. It's back in the hands of the Petrids. But that's okay. Like, the grandparent that I didn't like is now dead anyway. The Petrid that I took it from. I think I took it from a Petrid. No, just lots of stuff happened with that emirate. And now, unfortunately, that's never going to go away. And now he doesn't have a title at all. Okay. I've got a Malays. Okay, it hasn't reached here yet. I'm gonna build a sick house. I know I was gonna save money for something else, but my first wife has a case of the flu. She hasn't even been able to give me a child yet. Come on. Our hopes cannot rest with this. Oh, I've still got the family focus. Family first. My sister, who's still in the Sultanate of Leon. I should really change my focus. Although the fertility bonus is good. Tell you what, fertility and health. Like, I can't take carousing, which would up my diplomacy, and till I start getting a long reign bonus. If I even still get a long reign bonus. Because I didn't have a short reign penalty. I'm also just deciding whether or not I should shut the gates just to... Camp fever. Which one was camp fever? Typhus. And it has made it here. So I probably should shut the gates. I mean, I take a massive hit to my diplomacy for that, but be better than getting, you know, camp fever. Sounds like the name of a catchy 80s song. Camp fever. Gain some piety, which is good. Are you dead yet? What would it take to kill you? People actually willing to do it. is what it would take to kill you. Okay. Oh, well, I'll take a break here. Next episode, we should try and we'll weather out this. Yeah, we'll weather out this disease and give myself an awesome beard. Okay, yep, so until next time, thank you for watching.